Hello and welcome to Wild Theories. I'm your host Alex.
And I'm Joe, also your host. For the uninitiated, Wild Theories toes the line between somewhat informational and somewhat game show.
The concept is actually pretty simple. Each episode focuses on a specific subject, where each host will bring forth an interesting story or theory relating to that subject.
Each episode will also feature a guest whose job it is to decide at the end of the day which one of us supplied the most entertaining food for thought.
And the winner will get to decide the topic for the next episode. Today we're talking about, flat
shapes of the Earth.
Yeah, Earth.
And to help us discuss this, we have our friend Kim.
Hello.
Ta-da!
Welcome, Kim.
Thank you.
So.
So the traditional thing for us to do is to roll a d20, which is...
Oh shit, I didn't bring one.
A 20-sided dice from D&D.
Yes.
And this is how we're going to decide who goes first today.
Because we're massive nerds.
Exactly.
I've got nothing to say on that one.
5.
Come on, get another natural 20. 8.
Looks like you go first again.
Oh, shit.
It's kind of almost the punishment, really, when you roll high. Maybe we should reverse it. Lowest number goes first.
Yeah, right.
Oh, well.
You got so excited then.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I won. Oh, what did I win? A sad feeling. Oh, no. Damn it. Okay, so yeah. I've done a very interesting theory. I didn't do the one you both thought I was going to do, which was the turtle one.
Before we actually get into that, for anyone who's actually watching on video, you might be wondering where we are. We're actually at work. All three of us work in a little cinema in the town that we live in.
We live in the
cinema.
cinema.
Don't live in Dorchester, but yeah. So we're actually in one of the screens at the moment.
This screen's my home.
Just an easy place for us to record for all three of us. So yeah, sorry. Go on.
Yeah, how dare you interrupt me?
Before you get started.
Okay, again.
Go on.
So I didn't do.
So before you get started.
How dare you? I didn't do the turtle theory as you thought I was going to do.
The turtle theory.
Yeah, the theory where apparently the Earth's on the back of a turtle, whatnot. I don't know. I didn't do that one. See?
Now the one person that's listening is very disappointed that you didn't do your turtle theory. You shouldn't have even brought it up.
Future me's so disappointed.
You should have pretended that it didn't exist.
I should have. Oh, damn it. I did. I instead decided to do the hollow Earth theory. Yeah, that one. That bunch of cookies. So I found some interesting facts about it. So the actual the theory of the Earth being hollow was actually first proposed in 1692 by Edmund Galley, an English astronomer. Bet you didn't know that. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
No, I didn't know that.
Well, there you go. See, the more you know.
It's been around a long time.
It has actually. I found that quite surprising.
King Kong.
Long before Joe Rogan. Yes.
So
he's gone.
Edmund guy is basically the OG Joe Rogan.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or
I don't know much
or
about
is he
him.
more like Alex Jones level?
I see. I'm not. I didn't. I feel like. All right. Who's worse, Alex Jones or?
Definitely Alex Jones.
Okay, so this one would probably be Alex Jones because another guy was. So after it was kind of first proposed, it kind of just sat around. There was a few theories. What really kickstarted it was Owen Egg. How do you pronounce that? The last name.
Eggton?
Yes, that's name. Book The Hollow. It kind of kickstarted a lot of theories. I think it was 18 something or another, 1800s, late 1800s. He proposed the theory, and it kind of really kickstarted a lot of different theories. And as you know, the real theory is that it's hollow and all the lizard people live down there. Like Mark Zuckerberg, Tom Cruise, all that.
Wait, so is this a legit thing that they believe that other people live down there?
Well,
it's like the film, isn't it?
Yeah.
The center of the Earth and stuff like that, and then they go down. There's another world.
Yeah,
I'm guessing that's what.
Yeah, kind of like that. So there's loads of proposed theories. Obviously, some being that's where the dinosaurs went, because apparently an asteroid's not good enough. So they're like, you know what, we're gonna run a sequel trilogy down below.
This world sucks. Let's go.
So what do you think they found a cave?
So the rumor is that the entrance to I guess this underneath land is in the North Pole. So it's in the North Pole. That's where the entrance is, apparently. And underneath, there's multiple different theories. One of them is the dinosaurs down there, so that's where all the little dino guys are chilling out, vibing, eating each other and doing whatnot. Another one is obviously lizard people, which is a bit more on the extreme side, but surprisingly has a lot of traction because, I have no explanation for that. It for some reason has a lot of traction with obviously Scientology on those guys, I believe. Lizard people are like the rich elite. I think I'm getting them a bit confused.
Yeah.
Scientology people don't believe it.
Oh, I know.
Apologies to any Scientologists.
I don't.
It's aliens, isn't it?
Oh yeah, aliens. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on Scientology. We'll have to do an episode about
yeah.
that one day. But,
for the record, I don't apologise to the Scientology people.
So can I ask a question?
Yes.
Fuck you, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, fuck you.
So is 1662?
No, 92. 1692.
1692.
That's 69.
How did this guy know about this?
See, I'm not too sure because what I find quite hilarious is that he's an English astronomer. So he's looking at stars and shit, and then goes, "Oh, you know what? Hollow Earth."
Any evidence?
Not that I found. No.
No, not what you found though. Is there evidence? Is
well,
there like a cave entrance?
See, a guy in 2007 actually thought, you know what? I'm going to go to the North Pole and try to find it. He didn't. Yeah.
So they believe the entrance is at the North Pole.
Yeah. So like all the really I guess most of them kind of say yeah.
You sure the lizard people are not elves?
Does that mean that Santa
elves.
And the elves could just be?
Yeah, you know what? That's actually a good point.
We've got a new theory started.
New theory. God damn.
They're chilling down there with the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And then once a year they pop their head above.
Yeah.
To give us presents.
So equally, the dinosaurs have advanced down below and they have their own society. And what happens on Christmas? We just trade gifts. So we get their toys. They get ours.
Is Santa actually a dinosaur with a beard?
Yeah, he's a little T-Rex.
Well, yeah, he's a lizard person. He's evolved.
He's a T-Rex, man. Little tiny arms.
That's
why he has the elves.
I thought reptilians supposed to be evil.
I mean, not necessarily.
So we just being racist against reptilians this entire time?
I guess so, yeah. All racist. It's bound to happen at some point. But no, there's other theories as well. So another one of the prominent ones is that's where ancient alien life is. So like before we came around, humans, there was kind of aliens, and then now they're underneath the earth, and there's a whole kind of ancient alien civilization that may or may not still be around. Maybe there, maybe not. Kind of has some ties to like the main one, the Great Pyramids in Egypt, and obviously Antarctica as well. It's got some link to that.
So there's no real evidence for any of this. And like, why did this Edmund guy think, this sounds like a plausible idea?
If only I had a time machine, I would go back and ask, because I'm not sure what he was on.
I do. Sorry to interrupt, but I do feel like this is a movie.
What, us?
No, the whole plot thing. It's such center of the earth.
It does have a lot of.
It has been used, probably most famously, I think, in Godzilla vs Kong, not that long ago.
Yeah,
that would be the most recent.
They had Hollow Earth, theory was used as part of the plot,
and that kind of linked along with I think dinosaurs, didn't it?
Well, I never watched it, but I think Kong was living inside the Earth, and then when Godzilla starts sort of roaming on the top, he's like, no, this is my job, and he starts climbing up. So
what it was is so I remember watching it. I remember a little bit of it. So the story was Kong and his band of apes, little monkey tribe, was living down there. They were doing their thing, and then Godzilla kind of came up and was hunting them down, and then he's the last one, but his home's down there.
So
kind of like ancient life, I guess, would be the ancient alien life. Who knows? What? Maybe King Kong is real and he's secretly down there chilling out being a monkey man.
You know what? Actually, I was watching a little video the other day about this place, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's in Romania.
Right.
Where they discovered this cave that had been sealed off from the rest of the world for millions of years. And when they you can't just go there, but they study it because there's actually life in there that just doesn't exist anywhere else.
Really?
It's evolved specifically
for
that area. So you've got insects that are completely sort of see-through, stuff like that. There's
I
like all
guess
sorts
you
of like
mean in the dark, isn't it?
yeah, there's all sorts of like things with no eyes.
Like
Yeah.
they're
It's not
blind and that, aren't
necessary.
they?
Yeah, like and you don't find these creatures anywhere else on Earth. It's just become this little like pocket environment.
It's like
God.
an ecosystem, isn't it? It's just
Romania
like
is
their
a weird
own-
place, isn't
But
it?
it's all over the
So
world,
that's kind
though.
of like the idea of this hollow Earth theory, but on a really, really, really,
Really
small,
small scale. Yeah. They're
So-
just by themselves.
But I suppose you could say, if you really wanted to, that is some form of evidence that something like that could maybe exist. But the idea of it like
Yeah.
looking and feeling just like this Earth, no.
I,
Like it would
no.
be a very dark subterranean place.
It would be a bit shit, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, unless you create like a dwarven society or something.
Yeah, but there'd be no light, wouldn't there? How are plants going to grow?
Glowing mushrooms.
Yes.
I love mushrooms.
You got a bit of fluff right here.
Have I?
I was trying to tell him without
I
like,
tried to
actually
get it
saying
off.
it.
I tried to get it off.
So with this hollow Earth,
Yes.
how do you explain volcanoes and lava?
See, that's a very good point. And you know what? They just kind of exist.
Godzilla's vomit.
He's got the shits. See, that's the one thing I love about it. It's like, oh, yeah, Hollow Earth, you know. But then it's like, yeah, but what about all the magma? Right, like the mantle of the Earth's core and shit like that.
So do you think there is like a centre and then hollow Earth is like around that centre?
I don't believe in it, to be honest with you. I just thought it was pretty interesting. Like, you know, it could be alien life, but like if there was going to be, it would have to exist in the magma, because obviously you got the Earth's crust, then you got the magma, and then you got like the outer core, inner core. And...
Yeah, I mean, from what I remember reading about the Hollow Earth theory, I think they view it as though the Earth that's inside this Earth is very similar to this.
Yeah.
So I suppose they must. Something that I'm going to go into with my theory is this idea that like space doesn't really exist, but it's more like a barrier that we see above us. So perhaps it's a similar thing with the Hollow Earth theory.
Okay.
So what you're seeing is not like infinite space; it's just a small. Space.
Quick question: what about the astronauts?
It's all fake.
And the moon.
The moon landing was faked.
What about the International Space Station?
It's not real. It's on Earth.
Are you sure about that, buddy? You sure about that?
Yes.
Good job, champ.
That's probably a good point to say that we do not necessarily believe or endorse any of these theories that we talk about on the show.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, maybe you do. I don't know.
Some of them I might. Some of them I might not.
Maybe we will convince Alex by the end of this.
The Earth is flat, guys.
No offense to anyone that does believe that, but yeah, you're
Full
wrong.
offense to people who
Yeah,
do.
you're wrong. I'm sorry.
Get that, Tom. Losers.
Don't hate us.
You can hate me. That's fine.
You're
But,
just dropping truth bombs.
Yeah, I'm just dropping truth bombs. Okay,
You're going to get a lot of hate mail now.
that's fine.
Alex Jones is after you.
My hero. What a shame.
We'll debate you, Alex Jones. Come on our show. We know you're listening.
Man, I would love that. That'd be so cool. That's definitely one I wear my tinfoil hat to. 100%. But no, yeah. So back to what I'm meant to be doing. So Kim, don't listen to a word he says. Mine's the better one. All right, and we all know the Earth is 100%, definitely, without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, hollow.
But you've really not done much to prove this.
No.
We're like, any evidence, and you're like, no.
No, yeah, because I don't believe in it.
So how's that going to make me believe in it?
Well, I'm not trying to get you to believe in it. I'm trying to make it entertaining, so you pick my one. So I've gone for like the reverse tactic.
Yeah, you're not necessarily. We're not trying to make you believe. Although if we can, that's certainly got to help. But
yeah,
at the end of this, you're going to need to choose.
Yeah.
Which one you think is more interesting?
Yeah.
The Hollow Earth theory, because there's multiple different ways. It could be dinosaurs, there could be monkey men, there could be aliens, there could just be lizard people. Who knows? Maybe Mark Zuckerberg's just chilling down there like, yo, what's up?
But interesting
He kind of looks like a lizard person.
He
though.
does,
a
doesn't
little
he?
bit,
He's
doesn't
he's a bit
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
But continuing on, like, if what do you think? If there is like another like society down there, do you think they're like advances us, or do you think they're like tribal people?
What are you saying? Tribal
Like
people?
like technology, likewise.
No.
Like, do you reckon they're as advanced as us,
No.
or do you reckon they're like in the Stone Age still?
Well, I think going by what I said earlier, they must have no eyes.
Yeah,
Probably see-through skin.
they probably like rely more on like smell or like touch or something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe hearing like sound like
What do
was
they
it,
eat?
bats?
They must like live off like moss.
Well,
in
would that even grow
mushrooms.
down there? Because there's no sunlight.
But it could be another world, just like
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
I
guess so.
suppose that's what people believe of Hollow Earth, don't they? Like it's not like it's just a giant cave.
it's just like a totally different paradise. That's what most people believe.
Some weird paradise, but you know, I guess each to their own, I suppose. Me personally, I wouldn't.
What would you like it to be like?
Oh,
Dingy and horrible and
no. I mean, if I wanted paradise, it definitely wouldn't be Hollow Earth.
I mean, I do like the idea of living in like a dwarven Lord of the Rings style society, where you've got like huge carved out halls,
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, that'd be
massive
That would be
underground
cool as
forges.
hell.
You've got a thing for forges, don't you?
You're not doing it. Yes.
So
I love forges.
apparently you want to build a forge.
Oh, yeah. I want to buy one.
You want to buy a forge?
Yeah.
How do you buy a forge?
I got it up on my Amazon.
But
Okay.
I think he needs to like go to school first
Forge school.
Forge school.
Forge school. That's
Forge
definitely a
school.
thing.
because it's
Like,
blacksmithing.
I just, you know, could buy it.
It's not a forge.
That's not a forge.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
Yeah, it is. Like furnace.
It's a
That's
propane
it's a furnace.
melting furnace.
Yeah.
That is not a... You can't make weapons with that.
Well, no, but that's
You
the
know what
beginning
forge
part.
is, don't
yeah,
you?
that's the beginning part, and then I get
What's a
stuff
forge?
It's like stuff with like blacksmiths use.
Yeah, so it's an open.
Yeah.
That's not that.
No, that's the beginning part.
Do you see?
Yes, a bucket.
Do you
with
see
propane
blacksmiths
in
with
it.
that?
No, but obviously
They
I'm
all
pretty
use
B.
propane buckets.
I'm
like,
pretty
that's-
B
Yeah.
tech though, aren't I? Like, let's be honest.
And
Like,
the word propane
yeah, what about it?
scares me
Why?
with you.
Why? 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 Oh, okay. I wouldn't have this down in Hollow Earth. Just saying. Just saying. They wouldn't let me. They wouldn't shun me.
Well, go and get the next bus to Hollow Earth.
That's my
Is that it?
that's my theory. Done. I'm the better one. He ain't got enough.
You haven't
on
even
me.
heard mine yet.
I'm keeping my
that's-
options open.
Well, I mean, in Alex's defense, I think he's gone for maybe something that people might not have heard of.
Yeah.
This time round, I've gone with the OG.
Oh, have you gone flat?
Flat
Oh,
Earth
God.
had to be brought up in this conversation. It's, you know, it's the one that's sort of like the thing that I find really weird about the flat Earth theory is just how popular it is.
I mean, true.
There's so many people that believe.
Doesn't
in
it have
this...
like its own community?
Oh yeah. I mean, I know people.
Doesn't
that
it have its
believe
own
this.
religion?
Do you?
Yeah.
Religion?
Religion. I mean, religion can go hand in hand a little bit. So there's apparently some Bible verses that people who believe in this seem to support the idea of the Earth being flat.
Okay.
But yeah, like most conspiracy theories have like a small little group of people that believe them.
Yeah.
But the flat Earth theory, I mean, they have conventions.
I mean, that's true. I don't really know many people that believe like a hollow Earth.
I think the only thing that competes with this and maybe is bigger is the idea of aliens.
Yeah.
But then there's so many different theories about aliens and what they might
Ancient
be,
life
whether
and
they're
stuff like
here,
that.
whether they've visited before, or whether they've never been here. I mean, most people probably do believe that aliens exist. That's not really a conspiracy theory.
No.
That's just probability. But like,
Yeah.
there's no evidence, as far as I can tell, for the flat Earth theory. There's things that they like. Some people might think is evidence, but it's ultimately disproven. So, I'm just gonna go to my little notes I've got here to help myself remember here, but yeah, I mean, the idea of the Earth being flat has been around since as long as we've had records of people coming up with theories and that. I mean, the Earth being a sphere began with the Greeks. I can't remember exactly what Greek philosopher came up with the idea of the Earth being round, but it was something back then that was debated. And interestingly, if I remember right, I think the idea of the Earth being flat kind of came back into popularity around sort of the Renaissance period, and this is where religion comes into it again as well. So it wasn't really that it was particularly believed by anyone, but the Protestants spread this idea that Catholic people believed this to make
the Catholic
kind of
like a propaganda thing.
Yeah, to make the Catholic Church seem a little
outdated
and outdated.
I guess
that being said, I think there's always been a percentage of people that have believed this forever, since the dawn of time. But it's kind of fluctuated. Sometimes it'd be quite a lot. Sometimes it'd be really almost none. But we've recently been having this spike in people believing this again.
But also, I think as well, it's a lot of people that worked on ships and stuff thought the Earth was flat. They thought they were going to see the horizon.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't see anything beyond that horizon. They think they'll just go off.
There's also like a lot of people that did believe this. So during the age of exploration, when people were sailing out, obviously back then they believed only certain areas of what we now know as the world existed.
Yeah.
So when someone would sail away and ultimately discover an entirely new land and maybe never come back because they either settled or died, people would be like, well, they never came back. They must have fallen off the edge.
Or just kept going. I mean, I guess that makes that's kind of a good point, isn't it? Because I guess it's easier to think about it as just kind of like the Earth and it's like flat, especially with like maps. It's like early maps.
A lot of maps you can find, like some of them do show the Earth as a globe, but some of them also show it as flat. Like it seems to be something that was definitely debated quite a bit back then. But obviously, in the modern age, we've kind of got undeniable proof that it's not flat now.
Yeah,
and that's
we've
what
gone
makes
up
it weird.
in space and seen it.
I think it was a perfectly reasonable debate to have back then because you just didn't really know.
I suppose so, yeah.
Like back then, yeah, sure, okay, there were things to support the idea that maybe it was flat just as much as there was to support that it was.
There was no real definitive either or, I guess.
Yeah, so it was kind of open for debate. But like now, obviously, the only way you can believe the Earth is flat is to just simply not believe other things that are essentially facts, such as the existence of space.
Oh, so now you believe in space?
Okay.
International Space Station, huh?
Well,
and that kind of stuff. Yeah,
if you're believing in the flat Earth, you probably don't believe in this.
But another thing is, with that, it could be that they think people haven't gone up to space and they're just making it all up.
Yeah.
I mean,
so the whole like moon landing was faked and all that kind of stuff. People who believe in flat Earth usually believe this too, because it's easier to believe that than to say that, oh yeah, space must exist in some way.
I was gonna say if so, like, do a lot of flat earthers even believe in space or believe you can get to it?
No. So obviously it can vary from person to person. Everyone's got their own little ideas, but the most commonly held thing is this idea that the Earth is a disk. In the middle of that disk is the Arctic Circle. Around the edges, around the rim of it.
Right.
Yeah, I know, I said rim.
Sorry.
There's like 150-foot wall of ice. And
why 150 feet?
I don't know why specifically 150 feet, but NASA protects this wall so you cannot cross it.
God, that big evil NASA,
They
protecting that
not
ice
let anyone climb over that wall to discover what's on the other side.
Like Game of Thrones.
I was just about to say that.
Maybe that's where
where
Martin got the idea from. So they also tend to believe that the Earth,
that's quite cool.
So instead of having space, what you actually have when you look up into the sky is this sort of dome that covers the Earth, and it's called the firmament.
The firmament.
The firmament.
The firmament.
So this basically surrounds the Earth instead. So what you see is pretty much all there is, and the planets are just stars as well.
Planets are stars.
Basically. So because of that, that means technically no space. No one's actually ever left the Earth.
Would that firmament stop people from leaving? Is it like a actual like?
No, apparently no one's ever tried, so we don't know what's actually beyond the firmament. We also don't know what's on the other side of the ice walls, and we don't know what's underneath. Because if it's a flat disk, something must be underneath, right?
That's Hollow Earth.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it's combined.
Or maybe this could go into like kind of the 9 realms idea, you know, when you have you see like the kind of, when you look at like say if you look at like the nine rings of hell, and it has the disc and then it has them one above the other. Maybe it's that. Maybe we were on like the 4th ring.
One of the dimensions of hell.
Yeah. Maybe we're in one of those.
Or if you want to go Norse God, you've got the.
Oh yeah, the other. I don't know.
Like the world tree.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's
Cool.
So it kind of all interlinks, though, doesn't it? It's kind of like,
you can kind of see where things kind of span off from, can't you? It's quite cool, quite interesting, you know.
Yeah.
Hollow Earth's better though.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I think the whole flat Earth thing is kind of almost just. It's not really about whether the flat Earth exists. It's just this idea that, like, the governments of the world are lying to us, right?
It's a lot of,
it's the New World Order, Illuminati type thing. They've got this big secret and they don't want you to know. Because when you think about it, you never see flat Earthers trying to prove things or discover things like what's on the other side of the ice wall, what's above the firmament, what's below the Earth. They never try to provide explanations for their own theory. Usually what they do is try to disprove the idea of the Earth being round.
I guess that's a good point. I mean, no, some of them do try to prove the Earth is flat, but then they accidentally prove that it's round.
Yeah, no, but that's what I mean. What they're doing is actually trying to disprove the Earth is round. They'll do things like, get a really good camera, go up somewhere really high and be like, look, you can't see the Earth curving. You can't see the curvature of the Earth. And it's like, well, firstly, the Earth is huge.
Some cameras you can.
Yeah.
You send the FOV.
If you go on a plane as well,
yeah,
you can absolutely see the curvature of the Earth. But what they are trying to do is really just disprove the fact that the Earth is round. That doesn't automatically prove that the flat Earth theory is correct, though.
No.
Just because the Earth's not a sphere. If they somehow manage to prove that the Earth was suddenly not round, and we're like, oh, okay, we had this wrong the whole time, that doesn't mean everyone's going to be like, okay, there's definitely no space. We just have this dome above us. That doesn't prove any of that. So it seems like this is all just, to me anyway, it seems like it's just like they just don't trust world leaders. They feel like things are being kept from us.
It's just like a conspiracy theory in a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of conspiracy theories deal with this, don't they? Like, it always just sort of comes down to this idea of, it's like twofold. You've got distrust of people in power, and I think the idea of having some kind of knowledge that the general public doesn't have. It's like you have answers. It's something that happens with religion as well, I think, where people are like, they like the idea of knowing the answers, and other people don't. So you've got this information, this wisdom that you can share with everyone.
Yeah.
And even if it's not really true, it's still appealing because of that.
Yeah, I kind of get that, yeah. And a lot of the theories do deal with obviously not trusting the government and stuff. Like Viva la Revolution, as they say, you know. Silent Uprising. Let's do this. Yeah, let's go, flat earthers. Yeah, so let's storm the what is it? The Capitol building.
Yeah.
Was that what it was? I can't remember.
That wasn't really flat earthers though.
Well, no, it wasn't. That was Trump supporters.
Some flat earthers.
Some flat earthers were definitely
I think so.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Trump is like trying to just say, "Come on, flat earthers."
Don't worry, guys. We'll prove it once and for all.
We'll finally break the firmament.
We'll finally break the wall. Maybe that's what he was on about
But
in
he
the
likes
wall.
building walls.
Yeah.
Maybe he just wanted to have an extension on the ice wall.
Maybe that's like
Go around
maybe
Mexico.
he's like the main flat earther, and
Maybe.
because that's why he wanted to be president, so he can get into
cracking the
that
code.
wall.
Look at us.
And now he's got his like what Spider-Man's got, not Spider-Man, Superman,
Man.
his little
ice wall.
ice hole. Yeah,
maybe that's where he's right now.
that's where he sticks.
It's not in Trump Tower. Maybe that's the entrance to the Hollow Earth. Trump Tower goes right down through.
No, that's hell.
Oh yeah. Well, same. Well,
is it though?
He might go to the same place. You never know.
Is Hollow Earth the same as
It
hell?
might be. I mean, if it's full of magma and like fire,
but it's the devil
would
there.
be. And no, that's just Trump. Maybe that's what.
So
it is.
maybe
He's just
heaven
secretly
is
there.
above the firmament.
Yeah. Maybe
You
it's
know
all
what?
connected.
I should have researched this because now I'm thinking about it. People are probably going to be like, "No, you're entirely wrong. This isn't a thing." But I feel like the word firmament has come up in the Bible.
It sounds familiar.
Like it's a biblical word.
Firmament. Let's
So
Google
perhaps
it.
that's where the religious element comes in with people who are, say, Christian, feel like you've got our plane. Underneath this flat earth is hell, and you've got the firmament, but above that is where God and the angels.
I mean, yeah, it is kind of like the arch of the sky.
It's Game of Thrones. It's the original Game of
Maybe.
Thrones.
Yeah.
It does almost feel like people are just trying to create some kind of fantasy world.
It does a bit.
But
I
then
kind of got that vibe.
The distortion starts to like happen between reality and fantasy, where like the world they're writing about, they begin to start imagining as actually real.
I want to swing a sword in real life. I can do it.
Oh, so any questions about this flat Earth theory?
No, I no.
How many drugs did you take when you were coming up with this?
All of the
That
drugs,
doesn't surprise me.
all of the
Why
drugs.
wasn't I invited?
You got them from the flat earthers.
Only the legal ones.
Maybe.
Only the legal ones.
Paracetamol. God, love that one.
All the disc-shaped drugs.
Yes. So mine was pretty difficult. Most of the medicine wasn't there because I had to hollow it out.
You could do, well, you could just pretend a polo mint.
Yeah, that's my medicine. Polo.
It's
It's a polo.
Also,
Polos are underrated.
You mentioned at the beginning of this episode about the back of a turtle type thing.
Yeah.
And
funny.
the flat Earth theory kind of does go hand in hand with
Yeah, it
that,
does a little
because
bit.
usually people. I'm not sure if anyone actually believes anymore
I
on the
don't think
turtle
so.
back thing,
Well,
but
it's other animals as well.
the idea was that it was a flat Earth,
Yeah.
disc-shaped Earth that sat on the back.
So,
And yeah, it could be an elephant.
Yeah,
or
so the
the Terry
elephant one.
Pratchett thing, I think, was it like a turtle on the back of multiple elephants?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that. Yeah,
It's kind of like taking the piss out of the whole idea a little
Yeah.
bit.
yeah.
but they kind of go hand in hand. I mean, I think some of them, like more of the, I guess, more modern theories, kind of indicate it's like around Earth. You're right, like especially most of them.
I've
are, like,
only
flat discs on top
I've
of them.
only known it for being a
Yeah,
disc on a
known it,
turtle.
but I can swear I've seen before, like images, especially of like. It doesn't really matter either way. I mean, it's not my theory.
But the flat
so-
Earth kind of like, obviously, if we don't know what's below it, those two theories work perfectly together. Like, there's nothing to say if you believe in the flat Earth theory that we're not on the back of the turtle.
Yeah, but I
think
mean,
the
we don't know
reason-
what's underneath, so
I
it could
think
be.
the reason why they would rather say that they don't know is because the whole idea of it being a giant turtle sounds even more preposterous.
Yeah.
Preposterous?
Preposterous.
I can't speak.
Shame. Joking.
Even stupider.
Stupid. Right.
Oh, do I get to decide now?
Yeah. So, which
Shit.
who has entertained you more today?
Well, you both have,
Yeah,
But let's be honest.
but I think Alex should have done more research.
Well, one's a frisbee, one has aliens involved. You decide.
I'm going with flat Earth.
Oh, fuck!
I win again.
God damn it!
You didn't come prepared. You didn't come prepared.
I tried.
You So for anyone that probably doesn't know, I'm not sure if we mentioned this earlier, but Alex had notes that consisted of one line.
2 paragraphs.
Was it? No, that's
Not
not
even
even a paragraph.
no,
That was
like-
just,
It was
that
a
was a
line.
sentence.
3 lines.
It was like not even a full sentence, I'd say.
Look,
Whereas I had a good page worth of notes. I'd done my research.
my main thought of this was obviously because it wasn't like we're trying to convince them. So I was like, I'm gonna make it entertaining. I'm gonna make it enjoyable. So they're like, yeah, you know what, you made me chuckle. You were quite funny. That, yeah, I kind of find, and also not provide all the answers. If you provide all the answers, you just told a theory and told them everything they need to know, and they're like, oh well, I have nothing to go into it with. I have no interest in it because you just blabbered facts at me.
So next episode, you're going to come prepared.
Probably not, but I'll definitely try. I'll maybe change my attack strategy, because obviously this time it was a bit like, I'll just provide you with some information and let your mind delve in from there. But I guess that didn't work.
No.
You went for the frisbee.
I did.
Polos would be disappointed.
Wow, okay. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I've won.
Maybe
yet,
I can finally get a point.
because now we've got to get to our little trivia section.
God, I'm losing 3-0. This is
Episode
bad.
2, and you're already.
I
got 1 point
Well, so far.
so far, so you can still come back to this.
Why are you looking at me?
You get 2 questions right now.
Oh, I gotta get 2.
Well, in order to win, yeah. You get 1 question right, we're at a tie.
Well, hopefully I can get 1. That way it'll be like 3-1.
All right. 3-1. I think you mean 2-1.
Wow. Please be a nice
Kim,
question.
do you have a question for
I
us
do have
today?
a question.
Oh God.
And on the topic of the shape of the Earth,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
okay? Easy question.
Is it?
What shape is the Earth?
That's a trick question.
It's hollow. It's a polo. It's hollow.
It is a cube.
No.
Minecraft it, yeah. Nah, it's round.
No, seriously.
It's a sphere.
Sure?
Yeah?
Actually,
Oh, a bumpy sphere.
I think it's kind of oval shaped or like egg shaped, isn't it?
Is it? Oh, weird.
It's not like a perfect circle.
It's like a rhombus.
Are you looking for like an exact term here?
Yeah.
Oh, well, oval. Oh, you said that. I've already said sphere, haven't I? What other circle shapes are there? What other circle shapes are there?
I like how you said this is an easy question.
What other circle shapes are there?
So do you think
A
that
squish
do you
circle.
think the Earth is completely round?
I mean, no, it's a bit bumpy and probably more so. I don't know. I'm not up in space, am I?
So
It's got like a. Is it sort of like flat on the top a little bit?
maybe.
Got hit on the head. Or is it like a semicircle, semi-sphere? Whatever.
Well, it's a sphere.
Right.
So should I tell you?
Only if I get the point.
Well, even no one will get the
Oh,
point.
well.
Well, actually, you might.
What?
Because of what he just said. So it's
Oh.
it's an oblate spheroid.
And you think I'm gonna know that word? You think I'm gonna be intelligent enough to know that word?
What does it mean?
So it's wider in the middle than the poles.
I
Okay.
mean, yeah, I guess
So
it
it's
is
wider
it's like a
in the
fat
equator
circle.
than it is on the poles.
It's a fat circle.
You did say go for shape questions. And I've done my research.
Yeah, that was a good question.
Does that mean we have to ask? You have to ask the second question.
But the second question is related.
Oh, it's gonna be like, oh, what shape's this? It's gonna be like a rhombotic diamond or something like that. Like, I don't know what's going
Oh
on.
God, you're going to kill me.
Oh God. Well, no points. For
What
me.
causes the Earth to be wider at in the equator than the poles?
Gravity?
Magnetic field. The orbit of like the sun or something. I don't know. The Earth's orbit.
Think
Would it like be like the inertia of it? Or I don't know.
Think of it. What's another word?
Think of
Force,
another word.
gravity.
No, you're saying force and gravity.
Orbit.
What kind of what does the Earth do?
It's axis. Spins.
What's the what? It's
Rotates.
yes.
Fuck.
But the actual word.
Oh yeah, right.
Wait, so
What's the question again?
It is kind of the word, but
It's
the
rotational
actual...
force.
No.
Rotational gravity.
I should have picked really easier questions. I thought
rotational spinach.
Rotation. I already said rotational force, didn't I?
No.
Rotational.
No, you're not.
Rotational orbit.
No.
I don't know. We're idiots.
Yeah,
Should have picked an easier question. Like, what's Minecraft?
It's a centrifugal.
Right. I'm not from NASA.
Well, I feel a lot dumber now, but I'm
Now
also
you-
happy
now
because I've still won.
now
So
Now you know how I feel every day. Yeah, you feel stupid.
I did like.
That's how I feel.
So
every day.
I did my research on questions,
Oh, I did
and it's
research
really
as well.
hard to find things about the shape of the Earth.
Well, like questions for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
these, I just picked things, and
I guess so.
but it's interesting because you were saying about maps
Yeah.
and they're flat. If you look at the old maps where it's flat at the top but round on the edges.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Does
So
that mean I get
that's-
a point for bringing up maps? I
It's
really
not
want
up
a
to me
point.
though, is it?
I really want a point. I'm down like 3 points.
But that's what they're saying. It bulges in the middle, but it's flatter at top. Now, at least it's better than rimming. I think they were pretty
I'm
good.
sorry, but the flat Earth has a rim.
And it bulges.
Is it a bulging rim?
Yes. But come on, they were quite good questions.
They were good questions.
They
You're
were
just
good questions.
thick.
Yeah.
All right.
Thick or not, though, I still won. So
Sorry, Alex.
Do I not get a point for the maps?
maybe next
Can I give him
time
half a point?
Can I get half?
you can have half a point.
Yes.
So
Get in.
he did say about the maps, though, didn't he? Like, you can have the globe and then
That's
you can
right.
have the flat maps.
Yeah. Eat that, Joe. I got half a point now.
But he didn't
Catching up.
understand what about the flat maps, though, did you? Why they're like that.
Yeah, I did. Just didn't want to tell you. Please don't take away my half a point. I need this. Please.
Oh boy. Well, so next episode, I think I do want to go down the route of mythological creatures, whether or not they exist.
What, just as a whole?
No, I think if we each choose a specific creature that we can talk about,
Right.
that could be fun.
Mythical creature.
Not like unicorns.
Yeah.
Exactly like a unicorn or something like that.
I don't know, Medusa.
Oh, I could do like the Wendigo, couldn't
Fairies. A lot of people believe in fairies.
I? Would the Wendigo work?
Windigo.
Maybe
Windigo.
slightly offensive
Skinwalker.
to some people, but you could say
I mean, yeah.
demons, angels.
Oh yeah.
Greek mythical.
Oh,
Yeah.
go Cyclops.
There's
loads.
There's a whole array of creatures that are technically mythical creatures that there are people out there do believe they exist.
I believe in fairies. Sorry.
Do you?
See?
Yeah.
Do you think they're in the Hollow Earth down below?
But they need to be something. I think because we'll probably end up doing an episode about ghosts and things like that.
Yeah.
This needs to be things that are alive, not undead.
Alive mythical creatures.
Things that are living amongst us, but we're just not necessarily aware.
So you don't see,
Right.
They are hiding.
So fairies, they live in the woods.
Okay. Yeah.
You seem a little confused, Alex.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're like, yeah, mythical creatures that are alive. It's like, well, they're mythical, aren't they? Well, not alive. That's kind of the point.
But they are.
No,
They're
That's
not.
what you need to prove.
They're mythical for a reason.
Maybe this is why I'm
I
not
think
getting
you're
any
starting
points.
to not understand what conspiracy theories
No,
are.
I do. No, I do.
They're things that people genuinely believe
I do.
aren't real, but some people out there do. Thank you, everyone, if anyone, for viewing or listening to our podcast today. And thank you, Kim, for joining us.
Thank
My
you
pleasure.
very much.
Hope I come back
Grateful.
soon.
Yeah.
We'll
Should
see.
be fun.
We'll see.
Sorry for my actions today.
What do you mean we'll see?
I'm just kidding. Or am I?
Maybe I can get another half.
That could be another
It's a
theory.
conspiracy. Does Joe lie constantly?
Oh god, this is getting too much
Or
now.
you just don't like my questions.
I
They
mean,
were a bit-
you
So
did
I
make me feel a little dumb.
I did.
Now you know how I feel.